Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Own the Life of Your Dreams YouTube channel. My name is Tamisha. I am so glad to have you here with me today. So, have you ever thought that you wanted to have some type of software that will check your emails before you send them to make sure that they aren't considered spam? Well, I have the greatest video for you today. This is just what we're talking about. We're talking about email marketing one-on-one and how to make sure that your emails are not considered spam by the email providers. So I'm about to share my screen and show you the top 5 email spam checkers that you can use to help you figure out if your emails are spam. So let's get started. All right, so we have a whole host of different vocabulary that I'm still learning and still trying to figure out, but I'm going to give you the rundown and what this means, and on your own time you can look them up for yourself, or if you want to leave a comment section and you actually want me to go through the vocabulary, I will. But right now it is a whole lot of bunch of techie terms, but I will break them down as much as I possibly can. So the first email checker, spam checker that we're going to talk about today is called Mail Tester. All right. And Mail Tester is a British company that you can use for free, one email at a time checking. But if you want some type of deeper level, they have a pay as you go plan. So you can pay however many you want them to check. So if you want them to check 500, it's a certain amount. If you want them to check 1,000, then it's a certain amount, and so on and so forth. So as you send more emails, you have to pay into kind of like this queue. And once you use up all your email payment plan situation, then you can go ahead and pay for more if you like what they're doing. But I think it's pretty cool. So all you have to do to begin is to copy this email and then just send your first email, or send your autoresponder to this email, and then click check your score. So I sent one of my very first emails to it, and that is not it. So this is what popped up. So it says, good stuff, your email is almost perfect. So it gave me a 70, which, being the goody two shoes I am, not great with a 70, but they also give you ways to fix it. So the first way that I got like green marks on that, so I like the green marks, green check marks, but it also gave me a yellow -2.1. And so you can click the plus button and it basically breaks down what happened. And see, since I just copied and pasted or sent it from another email that I don't normally use for my autoresponder, I had a whole bunch of issues that I probably wouldn't had if I didn't do it that way. But because I used the freedom of financial nature in my actual spiel of my email, they said no good, I need to take that out. So that gave me a -2.289. So I need to rewrite that email. And then I got a whole bunch of -001s from whatever, I don't know. I got to figure all of that out. But so that was eye-opening. I liked that. And it also told me that I am blacklisted with one actual my IP address is blacklisted with one of those spam sites, which, got me kind of spooked a little bit. And it's within the last 28 days, so I'm kind of wondering what that is. But when I clicked on it to try to figure it out, it took me through all this rigmarole and trying to figure out what the heck they're trying to send me and what they're asking for. And so I got confused and just shut it down, and I'll figure it out later and maybe do a follow-up video on that. But yeah, so I need to figure out what's going on with that and why I was blacklisted. But I've only been blacklisted for one, so that's only -0.5, but I guess any negative is a problem. So, but everything else was good. So I got myself a 7.4. Should have been a 7.9. Should have been a 9, okay? I have great emails. All right, moving on to the next one. What this email checker, mail tester, before we go on to the next one, actually tests for is it checks for Sender Policy Framework, which is SPF, and that's what SPF is going to be standing for the rest of this email. It also checks for domain keys, identified mail, which is some very, very techie, high-techy signature thing that nobody really knows how to use and how to put on their signature emails, which is why most people don't use it. But that's the acronym for that is DKIM. It also checks for sender ID. It has a spam assassin, which is an email filter to actually check your email for all the bad words and to make sure that it has the unsubscribe and everything on there as well. Also, it has an HTML code checker, and it also checks for API. This is one of the few ones that does that. And the only support it has on this, though, is email. So if you need to get in contact with someone because you have no idea what's going on and why your score is so low, the only way you can get in contact with them is email. All right? So moving on, the next one is called Postmark. All right? And Postmark is a pretty simple thing. All you do is you copy your email, and you have to copy everything with full headers and content and everything. And I didn't do it right. They give you a little link to tell you how to do it, but to me it was still confusing. I still didn't understand what was going on with it. So I just copied my content, which made it really mad apparently, because I got all of this back about what was wrong with my emails, missing headers and missing dates and missing from and subject. I didn't know how to add all that into my text box. I mean, it's only a little box. If I could just send you the email, it'd be easier. But since it didn't allow for that option, and it was angry at me, and I got a 5.5. The only thing about this actual website is I don't know exactly what 5.5 means. I'm assuming that red is bad and dark green is good. That's what I'm assuming. So I'm assuming that I did pretty well, but there's no way to figure that out from this website. You have no idea what these numbers mean, and it's super sensitive. If I touch something, it'll all go away. And when I click on the spam link, it took me to the Monty Python spam video, which I'm like, okay, how exactly does that help me? So, Postmark is absolutely free, but you get what you pay for. All right. Next one is called Send Forensics. All right. And this is a free email deliverability test. All right. And so what they actually check for, it's free to a point. So that means it's free to check. But if you want to go into deeper analysis and how to make your stuff better, you're going to have to come out your pocket with some, okay? But I honestly like this one. This one I think is probably worth the cost. So it checks for SPF, it checks for DKM, it checks for sender ID, spam assassin, HTML code, API, and the support that it has the most extensive support. It has phone, email, priority issue resolution, and a blog to help you, all right? And I didn't tell you about Postmark, so let me quickly go back and tell you about Postmark. If you're liking what you're seeing so far, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you're notified anytime I drop a new video. Thanks! Postmark is also free. It has SPF, it checks for SPF, DKIM, Spam Assassin, API, and it has email support and blog support. All right, so I did that. Back to Send Forensics. I really like this. So what it did is it gives you, once you fill out this little screen here and create your free deliverability testing account, it gives you a link. And I just basically sent my whole campaign to them. And basically it shows you everything it shows you all of the scores of your email, and it tells you what's good about it, what's bad about it. The coding and layout is bad on this one, but it tells you whether it's good to send. It says deliverability good, recommend action, send. So I mean, for this website, I did pretty good with it. All right. And for most of the websites that I did, let's see, let me look at one of my 70 ones. That was 80 some. Okay. So most of them didn't go, too low on the little, okay, so this one was below average. This is fair. So I need to optimize this one. I need to do better with this email. So that's fine though. At least I know what's going on, and it has little menus here to help me out. So I have some idea of what's wrong with my emails. All right. Now, it doesn't go into depth as to what was wrong with it, and it says upgrade to unlock the full feature set. So if I want to figure out what's wrong with it really and work on my copywriting, then I got to pay some money. All right. So it's free. It's for sending domains, but if I want to do 2 sending domains, then I need to pay $49. I assume that's a month. And then I have 1 user, and then I can have all of these things sent to me. All right. And of course, the more I go up in package, the more options I have. All right. So that's where that is. But honestly, I like the framework on this. I like how everything is laid out, how it gives you all of these maps and everything so that you can see. I like that. All right. So Send Forensics is the best one to me so far. All right, so the next one is not spam. I said this totally wrong on my previous video. I'm so sorry, you guys. Is not spam is what the name of it is. So basically what you do is you have this email, you send your email to this email address, and then you click view your report, and then it gives you this report, and it tells you what passes, what didn't, what you need to work on, and so forth and so on, and this nice lovely black and white image. All right, and then it tells you what all of the words mean as far as what, whether it passed, failed, what temp error is, soft fail, stuff like that. So you actually know what it is that you're talking about. To me, it's not, interactive. I'm a visual learner, so all of these words in black and white just don't do it for me. But this is a free option. It checks SPF, DKMI, sender ID, spam assassin, HTML code, and the support is email and a blog. Okay, so pretty good information, especially for being free. All right, and the last one was Spam Assassin. And this is absolutely free too. And this is different than all the other ones because this one you actually download onto your actual desktop. And it will actually, you can actually send your emails to them or put them into the actual system, and it will do the spam filter automatically. And Spam Assassin is one of those companies that actually are used by most of the email providers. So that will work if you know ahead of time before you send the email if your email is spam by using the actual Spam Assassin. So that's the good thing. The bad thing about this thing is so crazy. It's like it gives you all of this information and you're just wanting to get started, but it's so confusing and it's so jumbled. I didn't even get to the point where I could install it on my actual desktop because I didn't understand what the heck it was telling me to do. And it's like, do this if you don't have this and do that. And it's very techy. You could tell the person who actually created this is extremely smart, extremely knowledgeable. But it's just an information overload. And to me, if it's not easily done and accessible for me to do, I'm not going to do it. And that's how most people are. All right. And so I did not like this. This is what I liked the least because of all of the tech jargon and all of the information that they gave you. And all you see all of this crap, not crap. You see all of this stuff over here that you can click on and get confused about. No, it's just too much. All right. So So hopefully you got value from this. And what I have concluded with this is, number one, I love Sin Forensics the most. That's the one I probably would use the most. Mail Tester would probably be my second favorite. So those are the ones that I would actually recommend if you are in the market for getting a spam email tester. Number two, what I got out of this is my emails aren't that bad, people. Just open them up, all right? You don't need to send them to spam. They're good emails, all right? So open them up. So hopefully you got value out of this video. If you did, please give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm giving you free, fresh daily videos just like this to help you be successful online, to help you build, grow, sustain your business for the long haul. And if that's something that you want and need to have in your life, then you definitely need to subscribe to the channel and join me on the journey. All right. And if you want to know my number one way into making full-time income online, that's the first link in the description box. Gives you all the information. Plus, I will link up with you myself to help you personally grow your business and make it work for you to get the time and financial freedom you want and deserve for you and your family. All right. And I look forward to helping you with that. So until next time, my friend, make sure you think big, dream big, take action so that you may own the life of your dreams. Bye now.